Welcome everyone to the Judiciary Committee hearing. It's Friday morning. My name is Carl Rhodes. I'm chair of the committee. This Zoom meeting and YouTube live stream event will include the following agenda: the 10 a.m. JDC agenda for all governors, messengers, nominations. Members of the committee, in addition to myself, are Vice Chair Jarrett Keokalole, Senator Laura Ocasio, Senator Mike Gabbard, Senator Chris Lee, Senator Donna Mercado Kim, who is excused today, and Senator Kurt Pavella. This meeting, including the audio and video of remote participants, is being streamed live on YouTube. You'll find links to viewing options for all Senate meetings on the live and on-demand video page of the legislature's website. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end this hearing due to major technical difficulties, the committee will reconvene to discuss any outstanding business on Tuesday, March 16 at 9:14 a.m. And a public notice will be posted on the legislature's website, and that will be a video conference as well. For the people testifying remotely, all testifier audio will be muted and video disabled until it is your turn to testify. There is a 2-minute time limit per testifier. If there are temporary technical glitches during your turn to testify, we may have to move on to the next person due to time constraints, but we will attempt to come back to you if at all possible. And we appreciate your understanding and remind you that the committee has already received your written testimony. Okay, I think that's it for the preliminaries. Let's go and get started. The first measure on the agenda is GM 516. This is for consideration and confirmation of the Board of Registration of the Island of Oahu, gubernatorial nominee Daphne Barbie Wooten for a term to expire June 30th, 2024. First up on GM 516 is Sharon Yarborough, Sisters Empowering Hawaii in support. Michael Galoyu Senior in support, Laimomi Khan in support, Lorna Takahara Strand in support, Andre Wooten Esquire in support, Rustam Barbie in support, and Catherine Takara in support. And we do have the nominee here today, so if you'd like to make an opening statement, please proceed.
Good morning, everybody. Aloha. My name is Daphne Barbie Wooten, and I'm honored to be nominated by the governor for this position. I had been the interim chair last year, 2020, and we had no complaints. I'm happy to say that for the voter registrations. We stand ready, and if I am approved, we stand ready to be vigilant and make sure that everybody's votes counts. And if there is a complaint, we will take it seriously. I welcome any questions people have.
Thank you very much. Members, any questions? I don't have any either. Thank you so much for appearing in person. We really appreciate that. Members, we'll go ahead and move on to the next GM, which is GM 517. This is Pamela Murphy for consideration and confirmation to the Board of Registration of the Islands of Kauai and Ni'ihau for a term to expire June 30, 2024. There is no testimony on GM 517, and I don't think the nominee is here. So members, please don't hold it against the nominees that don't have testimony on their behalf or for not appearing. I've told them that that they don't need to if they don't want to, and I think a couple of them have taken me up on that offer. But if you look at the material on them, I think you'll see that they're well qualified to do what they're being nominated to do. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to GMs 518 and 519. This is for just one person, Linda Popolo, for consideration and confirmation Board of Registration of the Islands of Maui, Molokai, Lanai, and Kaho'olawe for a term to expire for the GM 518. The term will expire 6/30/2021, and for GM 519, it will expire 6/30/2025. Again, on this one, we have no testimony, and I don't believe the nominee is here, but I did just talk with her at some length earlier. I guess it was this week. And that's it. Members, we'll go ahead and go into decision making if everybody's okay with that. Okay, I think we have quorum, just barely. Yep. So let's go first to GM 516. This is for Daphne Barbie Wooten for consideration and confirmation of the Board of Registration of the Island of Oahu for a term to expire June 30, 2024. And the recommendation here is to advise and consent. Questions or concerns? If not, Vice Chair for the vote.
Members voting on GM 516, the recommendation is to advise and consent to the nomination. Chair Rhodes.
Aye.
Vice Chair goes aye. Senator Ocasio.
Aye.
Senator Gabbard.
Aye.
And it appears as though Senators Kim, Lee, and Favela are excused. Recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Moving on to GM 517, this is Pamela Murphy for consideration and confirmation to the Board of Registration of the Islands of Kauai and Ni'ihau for a term to expire June 30, 2024. Recommendation here also is to advise and consent. Question or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair.
Members voting on GM 517, the recommendation is to advise and consent. Noting the 4 members present, are there any reservations? Any opposition? Recommendation adopted.
Thank you very much. Moving on to GM 518 and 519, which we'll vote on together. This is for consideration and confirmation of the Board of Registration for the Islands of Maui, Molokai, Lanai, and Kaho'olawe. For the GM 518, it's for a term to expire June 30th of 2021. For GM 519, it's for a term to expire 6/30/2025. A recommendation on both of these is to advise and consent. Question or concerns? Questions or concerns? Seeing none, Senator Keokalole.
Members voting on GMs 518 and 519.
Yes.
The recommendation is to advise and consent. With 4 members present, are there any reservations? Any opposition? Seeing none, Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you very much, members, for being here this morning. Our next hearing will be on Tuesday. I don't remember the exact time, but somewhere around the morning when it usually is. Thank you very much. See you at caucus and on the floor. Our
Thank
business
you.
concluded.